What is up, guys? Today we're gonna be playing, not playing. We're gonna be reacting to fishing stories animated. This is an animation. This is an animation that I made for Mr. Nightmare's video 2 or 5 fishing stories. So that means Mr. Nightmare is the narrator. Okay, good narration, Mr. Nightmare. I appreciate you. And good animation, LlamaArts. Okay, alright, let's start a new video. Enough talking.
There used to be a pond about half a mile away from my old house that I would commonly go fishing in. It was nicknamed Daryl's Pond. I still have no idea who Daryl was or why it was called that, but nobody owned it, so people would once in a blue moon go fishing there as well. It was usually me by myself though. I had dug a pole into the ground where I would tie a noose to and from my small kayak.
That was my one drop, sorry.
I'd say it was about 3 in the afternoon when I rowed out to the middle of the pond, the sweet spot for getting a decent catch. There was another person coming out from the trees. I waved at him and gave him a smile. He hopped into a small boat floating by the edge of the pond and began to row over to me. As he got close enough where trying to speak to him wouldn't come off as obnoxious, I gave him a friendly, "Perfect day, isn't it?"
Yes, it's a perfect day.
"Yes, absolutely," he said.
Yes, that's what I said.
He didn't say anything after that, and I started to feel a bit awkward, as if I were obligated to keep some kind of conversation rolling now. "So, you come out here to throw some lines?" I asked. "No, I don't actually fish."
Okay, then why are you here?
"Oh, well, it's never a bad day to relax on the pond," I said. He continued to row closer to me until his boat collided with mine, creating a big thud.
What the?
I was genuinely uncomfortable now. I didn't feel threatened, just weirded out. I was only 24 years old. This guy looked like he was late 40s or 50s.
That's an evil smile you get there,
There was an
mister.
awkward silence. I tried to just act like I was focused on trying to make a catch, but by now that wasn't even on my mind. This guy was weird. I didn't know what he wanted, and I was uncomfortable being so close to him. I felt him looking at me, or at least in my direction, as I faced halfway to the opposite direction of him. I took a quick glance to my right. Yeah, he was staring at me.
Yeah, he smiled.
I decided to be ballsy and lock eye contact with him. After about 4 seconds, he looked away. "So, where are you from?" I asked him.
Okay.
"Up there."
What?
He pointed behind himself, in the direction of the woodsy hill leading past the dirt road.
Okay.
"Oh, you live by Suffolk?" I asked.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I'm not," he said.
What?
"What made you decide to come out here?"
Yeah,
I
what
said.
made you decide to come
"Why
here?
not?"
What?
I continued to try and uncomfortably fill the awkward silences that kept coming up. His responses were dry. He didn't contribute anything to what was barely a conversation.
Yeah.
He just sat there not doing anything with half a smile on his face, looking either at me or in my general direction throughout. I was creeped out. My heart was racing at this point. I'd go as far as saying that I was nervous for my life. We were surrounded by trees in all directions in the middle of the pond.
What is
I started
this?
to row a bit closer to land, but in a very low-key kind of way, trying to play it off as me just trying to find a better spot to find some fish. I was horrified when I saw he was following me.
Oh my
"Whatever
god!
you say, huh?" I felt a shake in my voice. I got close enough to the edge of the pond where I finally told the man, "I think I'm gonna call it a day."
Yes.
I turned to see his reaction. He was still staring at me, but his smile was gone now.
What do you want?
"I can't let you leave,"
What do you
he
mean?
said. He lifted his flannel to expose a handgun sticking out of his jeans pocket.
Get out there!
As
Get
soon
out
as
there
I could
now!
process what I was looking at, I
Get
dove
out
out of the boat for land,
Yes.
ran the whole half-mile uphill through the woods back to my house, and locked every door and window as soon as I made it home. I pulled down the blinds to the dining room window, leaving it open just a crack for peeking outside undetected.
Why did you not call the police? You could have just called the police.
It started to get dark out, and I left every light in the house off, still peeking out to the front yard, making sure I wasn't followed. The time came when I finally decided I wasn't followed. I realize now, like you, that not calling the police immediately was a huge mistake. I kept my
Yes,
bedroom
bad.
windows open to let the room air out. My bedroom was on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about being watched through the window.
Whoa, hold on. Is that a get pass? Is it? Hold on. Is that a get pass?
My bedroom was on the second floor, so I wasn't worried about being watched through the window.
Is that a get pass? That's a get pass.
About half an hour after shutting the light and falling under the covers, I heard the sound of leaves crunching from outside.
What? He followed you!
I sat up to hear it more clearly. It was definitely something walking around out there. Normally I would assume it was a deer or a bear, but after what just happened, I was still in paranoia mode. I sat up as still as a statue, except for my shaking out of fear, waiting as the sounds of the steps stopped. Hey buddy, you up there? Are you trying to sleep? Sorry,
No way.
I didn't mean to wake you.
No!
I felt like 100 pounds just fell directly onto my chest.
No
It was the
freaking
same
way.
voice. I knew it right away. I didn't make a sound. I crept out of the room quietly downstairs to the kitchen and grabbed the phone, practically crawling on my way out to avoid being seen through the open blinds.
Yes!
I called 911 like I should have earlier in the temporary safety of my bedroom. I made sure to whisper into the phone as I was still hoping that he hadn't yet heard or spotted me. 20 minutes felt like an hour as I sat behind my bed, waiting for the police to arrive in constant fear that I would hear glass breaking from downstairs, or a thud on the back door, or even just a voice again from down below my window outside.
Yes.
The police did a thorough investigation of the property in nearby woods, turning up nothing. They suggested I stay with a friend or a family member for a few days, and so I did. I never heard from or saw the man again, but I still moved a month later.
Okay.
I couldn't deal with the constant fear and paranoia of being watched through my windows. I feel much more comfortable fishing out by the bay now.
Oh, he got killed by an ocean thing. Okay. Bro, Mr. Nightmares does the narration good. And LlamaArts just comes in to make it way more better. Alright guys, this next one is called Disturbing True Snapchat Stories Animated. So let's go.
Up until a few days ago, I went to a small, local gym in my now previous New Jersey town called Black Bear Fitness.
Okay.
One day, I had the misfortune of running into some skinny, awkward, yet creepy-looking kid, probably 18 years old. He didn't look like he belonged in a gym at all. I had headphones in and I was doing my set when I heard him saying something to me, but it was muffled by the music. I was already annoyed with this kid, given that he was breaking an unwritten rule of the gym. Don't try to talk to somebody when they're doing their sets.
You don't have to be stuck with what you got. Like, why does this guy have sandals? Who wears sandals to the gym, bro?
I took my time finishing my set, and then took my headphones out to ask if he needed something.
Yes.
Then he started acting like I looked familiar, but right away I knew this kid was just trying some pathetic attempt at making friends.
Yes, I'm making.
I assured him I didn't, but the kid wouldn't stop talking to me. I'll skip most of the conversation, but eventually he actually asked me for my Instagram and Snapchat, weirdly enough, and for whatever reason I gave them to him. Instead of just saying something like, "Buddy, I'm trying to work out," or "I don't have social media." After I gave him my Snapchat and Instagram, however, I did kind of urge him to let me resume my workout. He finally seemed to get the message and walked away. Not without saying bye like 3 times though.
Like, who wears sandals to the gym like that?
That night I got a snap on my phone saying "from Sean."
Oh god!
I immediately sighed and said, "Oh no." Just wondering why the hell the kid would snap me.
Yes, why would he?
I opened the snap.
Whoa!
The kid was in a creepy, weird pose, face way too close to the camera, with his head resting in his hand and a half smile on his face. The text over the picture was "Hey" with 2 Y's. I muttered the words. For the record, I'm a guy, which made this even more weird. My thought process was, I've had enough of this loser already. I'm gonna remove him and make it clear I don't want to talk if I see him at the gym again. And so I did. I removed him minutes after he sent that snap.
Good. You're blocked now, Sean. Oh my gosh,
For not
why
even
does
a minute later, again a message popped up on my phone. saying Snapchat from Sean.
What? How did he do that?
I waited a few minutes before opening it. This one was even creepier. Now the kid was sitting up on his bed. No smile, more of a surprised, angry expression. The text over the image said, "Why did you remove me?"
'Cause you're creepy!
Now I went as far as to block him, meaning he couldn't snap me anymore.
Look at you, Sean!
And that was that. I threw my phone on the desk and sighed out of relief.
That's it. You're done, Sean. What?
Half an hour later, my phone goes off, saying Sean added you as a friend, and then Snapchat from Sean.
What?
He actually made a new account.
What? Oh my...
I opened the snap and felt my heart drop. It was a picture of my front lawn.
No.
The text over it, "Answer me, bitch."
No way, that's crazy! My guy literally just sent a picture of his front lawn. That's crazy! No freaking way. That is so crazy. I can't believe it. What? That's creepy. Okay, first of all, he sent a creepy photo of him just facing way too close to the camera, and the caption with 2 eyes, like, and then he was mad at him, and he was mad at him. Then he's blocked him, and then now he sent a picture of his front lawn. Like, bro, that's crazy.
The first thing I could think of was, how did he find my address? Then I realized, Snapchat made that new map feature that lets you see where your friends are.
Why does Snapchat make that new
Somehow
map?
I had the balls to open the window to see outside.
Oh.
It was clear out there.
Imagine if he was right outside the window. That would be super creepy.
I shut the window and the blinds and started considering calling 911.
Do it now.
It was the sound of taps on the window.
Uh-oh.
I took a deep breath, and with one swift motion, I pulled up the blind and the window at the same time and pulled the kid into my room by his neck.
Oh!
I punched him in the face a few times before he was out cold. Now I called 911.
Nice.
By the time they arrived, he was awake, cursing me out, promising he'd be back and kill me. The cops heard it all. I didn't even have to make a case. The kid was an idiot. Luckily, the timing of this worked out well, because I just moved a couple days ago out of state. Only thing that worries me, I don't want to have to make a new Snapchat account, but anytime somebody new adds me on the app, I'll never know if it's secretly that Sean kid again.
I don't know if there's that map feature to turn off the thing. Sure, that lets you friends are. I mean, that's facts. That's it. By the way, that second photo that he sent, that was